Alright, I'm gonna take a step back and talk about episode 10 of how heavy the dumbbells you lift. You know, I could see this as a learning curve in this. Whether they just putting shippings into this. Because last week we had one of the greatest episodes of all. We had a lot of references with a lot of references in that one. But in this case, we just this episode kind of makes me want to feel like I've learned so much, but am I comparing this to JoJo? And I'm gonna tell you why. Let me just tell you this. Jokes as a joke. This is one of those things. I feel like JoJo with his poses is one of the reasons why heavy or the dumbbell you lift does exist. Like, like to me, I think this show came first in JoJo. Like, I get it, JoJo came first, way along this one. But if you guys think about it, all those poses that JoJo's been doing throughout the entire life, none of that happened if it wasn't for Machio's muscle lessons. And we had not one, but two Machio's muscle lessons and one Akemi lesson. Okay, that's fair. Now, I like how this is Christmas. Okay, we get into the Christmas spirit in September. There's a Christmas spirit in September, and everything is getting crazy right now, especially Ibiki. You know, it's the Christmas day. People want to hang out, have some fun. Okay, that's that. What I want to point out is that all five of them, these five main girls, well, four girls and a student, these five have one thing in common. Not just working out, but it's the the not having a boyfriend. And that's funny because I agree with all five of them. Like, it's Christmas, you're supposed to hang out with your friends and family. That's the spirit of Christmas. But if you want to spend Christmas with your boyfriend or girlfriend, have that Christmas sex thing, have that Christmas role playing thing going on, I get what these five are coming from. Especially Tachibana Sensei. I mean, for a teacher not having a boyfriend, I feel her pain. Now, as much Machio's muscle lesson was all about working on the tricep stuff, I like how they were working out on the easy bar. But how is Sakura still standing from the bar that just hit her in the head, like hit her in the head so freaking bad? I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, normally when people lift weights, it gets hurt, it got a concussion. But for her to not take a hit like that, yo, she is strong. I mean, think about it. She punched that thing out. Well, what do you expect her to do? She got a hard head. And the fact that Akemi has just shown us she wants to ship her and Machio. Like, okay, let's be honest. Do we ship Machio and Akemi? Me, yes it is. Now, Yuri. Now, when it comes to a Yuri ship, I ship Hibiki, Sakura, I ship her in that Russian girl, Gina. Or Zena, but I think it's Gina. Yeah, but I ship those two together. I mean, think about it. They both live in the same house together. You gotta ship that. And plus, she's stalking him like a rivalry, trying to figure out weaknesses. Come on, that's shipping right there. So I ship Machio and Akemi. Now, I'm gonna get to that reason, but I like how all five of them don't have a boyfriend, and they all fantasizing how getting all pumped up for the Christmas party just to meet the guys. And Akemi, her fantasy of muscle fetish just kicks to a whole new high. Just fangasm over the muscle fetish. Like, she wants to meet a perfect boyfriend on the beach. It's a nice bulk word. She all muscle, and the ghost, her spirit just blue, cloudy blue. Now, if they go into a Christmas party, when I saw this Christmas party that Machio's having with his college friends and whatnot, I had a theory. Before I even saw this, I had a theory. Like, okay, it's obvious they're all bulked up guys. That's why I wasn't even surprised. Because all these guys at the Christmas party, I knew for a fact that they're just bulked up guys like Machio. So I wasn't even that. Now, all the girls in their outfits look so okay. Like, I like Akemi in her Santa outfit. I appreciate that. But Sakura, the snowman outfit, I didn't really like that much. I didn't really care. I didn't really care about that outfit. It was just that. And you got Ayaka dressed up as dressed up as a reindeer outfit, which was sexy. And you got Gina dressed up like Sagat from Street Fighter. I'm like, really? He's a god from Street Fighter. And then you got Tachibana, who looks like who's a bondage cosplay, who's in the BDSM, just got the whip and everything. Whip it out every little detail. Sorry about the noise, I didn't just do that. But still. Now, moving on to the Christmas party, I knew they were trying to make all day, but Akemi has her eyes on Machio. And that the raffle winning thing, yo, was that? I'm like, why we have Machio just pose like muscles out here, just showing off the numbers, like ripped up the shirt, you got a 33, ripped up this way 3. I'm like, can we have at least one episode of him just wearing a suit thing? I mean, did you have to like rip your shirt up with that? But again, pretty obvious that the whole muscle guys was brolic themselves, because when Tachibana won and they like take a picture, every guy that won also ripped their shirts or something. Like, obvious. This was clearly obvious, and I feel bad for those 5 because, well, no, I feel bad for the 4 because at least Akemi got some good muscle fetish around her body. I mean, got that good muscle gasm. But the fact that all 4 of them realized that all these guys, they got girlfriends that they married, and I feel bad. I feel bad. So now Akemi wants to go on a date with Machio to this weird Disneyland that they got here. And you got the mascot look like Mickey, but his name's Maki. See what I mean? Now here's the thing with the shippings. I ship Akemi and Machio. Now the names I'm trying to put this in. Okay, so you got Akemi and you got Machio. Akemi, Machio, Akicho, or when you take Machio and Akemi, can you say Makime, Machime, or Akicho? It's one or two. I'm not good with the name, but I think Akicho kind of like, get the name, it makes sense. Akicho. I think that makes sense. Akemi, Machio, Akicho. Ah! See? Now they all spying, as you Tachibana, they all spying in their schoolgirl outfits, just spying on their date because they think it was actually a date. And what I like about this episode is that when it comes to muscles fetish, Akemi takes the cake. I mean, literally just when they found out what she was really doing with Machio, just cosplaying, all this time she's just focusing on his pecs. And she has a thing for these pecs, you know, the muscles and the pecs, etc. But her face expressions, ghostly face, like the ring, says it all. Like the moment she talked about Sakura and the muscles, she went deep with that scary looking hair dripping. I'm like, this is the ring. She's like the ring. Clearly scaring those big old eyes, talking drastically about the muscles. I'm like, damn, this is too much. Now, and here's the thing. What happened at the end was stupid because Tachibana all alone, and then with her school outfit wearing those Mickey Mouse cap, wearing the ears, she walking having a good time. She see her friend, Anna Sensei, and they both have the same taste but same similarity with each other, saying like, oh, let's not tell anybody about this. But at least they kept it a secret. At least they kept it a secret. Not to tell anyone about this. I mean, this is like a crime of guilt for Tachibana and Anna Sensei, both feeling guilt that they not only got embarrassed, but they also not only got embarrassed, they both got caught in the same crossroads. So it's like, oh, they're screwed. But now about episode 10, let me just say this. I got nothing wrong about this episode. There's nothing wrong. It just is JoJo. Now I know this throughout the entire course of these episodes we've been seeing Machio and everybody else posing like it's JoJo. Now, I know I'm gonna be that type of guy when I say this, so I'm gonna say this. If it wasn't for Machio's DVD lessons or Machio's muscle lessons right here, you wouldn't have gotten JoJo. And I'm just saying that as a favor. I'm just saying that if it wasn't for Machio's DVD lessons on how to work out your exercises and all the poses, you wouldn't have JoJo. I'm just saying, because maybe Machio met one of the JoJo characters when he was in college, and it's just like that. So So like I said, episode 10 was really great. I have nothing wrong with that. It did teach you the importance of the tricep area, and the importance of like from the pecs area and all the poses, like your arms, maybe your veins, etc. And I get that a lot. I mean I get that with this lesson though. But the real deal was the shipping wise, where they put the comedy about the whole shipping between Machio and Akemi, and Akime's glorious fangasm to the muscle thing really paid off in this episode. So I applaud for this. Now, before I go, I just want to say one thing. If you guys want to know about me even more, I have a suggestion. You see, I trigger people. I trigger people when it comes to shows or any episodes. So I'll tell you what. If there's any show you guys want me to trigger on about it, I guarantee you I have my likes and my dislikes when it comes to anime. Trust me when I say. Like this show right here, Best Girl, is Gina for me, the Russian girl. But if I had to pick now, as for a whole, my least favorite girl out of these team, and I know I'm gonna regret this. I can't say it, but I'm gonna regret this. It's kind of close between Ayaka, which is her friend, or Tachibana Sensei. I'm sorry, I know Tachibana fans are upset at me right now, but it's kind of close between like who's on the like least favorite girl of the show. But I don't know. Not counting side character wise, but main characters, it's close. But episode 10 was really great. I mean, it shot a lot of JoJo's. That's what it is. The whole theme was just muscle pose and all that. It was all JoJo thing. And the shipping between Akemi and Machio is confirmed. And I confirmed it, I accept it, and move on. So, next week, episode 11. And I can't wait to see what the next lesson is. And every time we get a Machio muscle lesson, it's going to be on DVD. So which means every time there's a Machio muscle lesson, it's going to be like in a DVD bundle of Machio's muscle lessons. And we can use that to learn every step of the way in every episode. So I look forward for next week, and I hope you will.